We've been beaten and battered in about every way imaginable, and some unimaginable. But together, we've met every challenge with bravery and outright grit.
From COVID-19 and civil unrest to a drought and derecho, Iowa Governor Kim Reynolds says the state and its people have persevered. But she says in a post-pandemic world, there will be new challenges to meet. Good evening, everyone. I'm Stella Daskalakis.
And I'm Matt Breen. Reynolds' condition of the state speech, which started at 6 o'clock tonight, broke with the tradition of the governor delivering the annual address at 10 o'clock on the morning of the legislature's second day of session. Reynolds said she wanted all Iowans to have the chance to hear the speech and not just lawmakers in the House chamber.
We cannot sufficiently express our gratitude, but we're going to give it the good old Iowa try.
Governor Kim Reynolds began her speech by thanking Iowans, doctors, nurses, EMTs on the front lines of the COVID-19 fight. But she also acknowledged the pandemic's toll.
Bow your head and remember those we lost this year and the loved ones they leave behind.
With a moment of silence. As the pandemic forced Iowans online, the governor said it showed that some Iowans still don't have access to high-speed broadband.
Let's plant a stake in the ground and declare that every part of Iowa will have affordable high-speed broadband by 2025.
Reynolds committed $450 million over the next 5 years to make it happen. In light of pandemic-driven shortages of child care facilities, the governor committed state money to a fund encouraging employers and community leaders to develop those facilities.
So I'm allocating $3 million to jumpstart these public-private partnerships. I'm also using $25 million of child care development block grants to further promote child care startups.
Reynolds also called on lawmakers to pass a bill giving parents the choice to send their kids back to school full-time rather than having to learn virtually during the pandemic.
We can't wait any longer, and our kids can't wait any longer.
But the governor says this isn't just about in-person versus virtual.
If there's one thing that the pandemic has taught us about education, it is that our parents need choice.
She's asking all school districts to allow open enrollment. She also wants to create public charter schools and create education savings accounts for students she says are trapped in a failing school.
Let's give them another choice by making sure money isn't their barrier.
That said, Reynolds says it's imperative that Iowa have a strong public school system. Her proposed budget includes another $27 million for Iowa's public schools.
The governor's $8.1 billion budget for fiscal year 2022 represents a 3.7% increase over the current fiscal year budget. It includes $1 million to encourage hospitals and clinics to start a center of excellence to align rural doctors with specialists providing skilled care closer to where patients and providers live. Also, Governor Reynolds is encouraging lawmakers to pass a bill to improve rural EMS services. And Reynolds wants $15 million this year and $15 million next year to fully fund reforms to the state's mental health system. Democrats seized on the governor's request for a bill allowing parents the choice to send their kids back to school full-time during the pandemic. Democrats criticized the governor for wanting to reopen schools without guaranteeing public health resources and guidance to keep students and teachers safe.
It's really a dangerous move. You know, we have 350 approximately school districts across the state, all that have had different challenges based on different factors that are unique to that school district, whether they're urban or rural, as dealing with the pandemic. And so this one-size-fits-all approach, it just simply isn't safe. You know, we would love to have 100% in-person learning. We know that that is the preferred method, but we need to make sure that it's done safely.
Many of the Democrats serving in the Iowa House and Iowa Senate watched the governor's speech online and not in the House chamber. Democrats say that move was a reflection of public health guidance in Polk County and not a political statement.